Good day everyone, welcome to today's newspaper review on your favorite channel, Africa Edge TV, located in Osun State, Nigeria. I am Adenipekun Afolabi. Firstly, let us start today's newspaper review from the Vanguard newspaper. Beavers, INEC shift Guba, assembly elections to March 18. Due to its inability to commence the reconfiguration of the bimodal voters accreditation system BVAS mentioned on the time, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has postponed the governorship and state assembly elections fixed for March 11 to March 18. The Court of Appeal yesterday gave the Commission the nod to reconfigure the BVAS used for the February 25th Presidential and National Assembly polls in readiness for the state elections. Confirming the postponement, the head of the Voters Education, Publicity, Gender and Civil Society Organization of INEC in Ondo State, Funke Segun Oshifeso, said this is to inform you that the House of Assembly election has been officially postponed till Saturday 18th of this month. INEC must transmit governor's poll result electronically. Court give order. The Federal High Court in Lagos on Wednesday ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission to directly and electronically upload from the polling unit, the IREV, the result of the forthcoming governorship and the state House of Assembly elections in Lagos State. Justice Peter Luvi made the order while delivering judgment on a suit filed by the Labour Party and 41 others in which they sought an order of mandamus to compel INEC to obey the Electoral Act and its guidelines for the conduct of the elections. The judge held that the court had the jurisdiction to entertain the suit because it was commenced in accordance with the provision of the law. He also held that the subject matter of the suit was not a pre-election issue because the relief sought by the applicants deal with the preparation of the election and not the conduct of the election. Justice Luvi further stated that all that the applicants were trying to do was to compel the electoral body to comply with the Constitution, its regulations and guidelines following its failure to do so during the Presidential and National Assembly election held on February 25th. And another story here, Paul Tinubu Atiku Obi hire 89 sons for legal battle. The legal tissue between the Labour Party, People's Democratic Party and the ruling All Progressive Congress over the outcome of February 25th presidential election has taken a new dimension, following the report that the combined team of 89 senior advocates of Nigeria have been engaged. Source with the camp of the varying political party says that the array of legal luminaries drawn from the different chambers are presently being furnished with materials that could be tendered as evidence in court. APC candidate Bola Tinubu was announced the winner of the clean contest election by the Independent National Electoral Commission. The former Lagos governor polled 8,794,726 votes to defeat the People's Democratic Party candidate Atiku Abubakar and the healthy flag bearer who got 6,101,533 votes respectively. But Atiku and Obi reject the result announced by INEC, with each claim at separate press conference that the election was fraught with violence and massive rigging. Now on the Daily Post newspaper, politics, Obi won presidential poll, not Tinubu, Afenifere. The Pan-Yoruba Socio-Political Organization Afenifere on Wednesday disclosed that the candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, was the winner of the just concluded presidential election. According to the foremost Yoruba group, the declaration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu of All Progressive Congress (APC) as president-elect by the INEC National Electoral Commission was illegal. The group emphasized that the Presidential and National Assembly election fell short of the requirements of Electoral Act 2022 as amended. In particular, the organization claimed that INEC flagrantly broke the rules of elections in accordance with the terms of pertinent legislation governing the country electoral process. Accord the South Oyo ESCO appoint caretaker committee over alleged anti-party activities. In a letter addressed to the National Chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on Wednesday evening, National Chairman of Accord Honorable Nalodo Muhammad announced the immediate dissolution of the state ESCOs of the party in Oyo over anti-party activities and gross misconduct. The letter signed by Nalodo said the decision was reached at the emergency meeting of the National Working Committee of the party held at its National Secretariat Abuja on Wednesday. Nalodo said the party has no alliance with Governor Seyi Makinde. Going into the March 11 governorship election, nothing can be further from the truth. Our governorship candidate in Oyo State remains Adebayo Adelabu. We're convinced he has the perfect pedigree to turn Oyo into an enjoyable heaven. Army recovers 1,671 PVC ballot paper in Lagos apartments. Personnel of the 9th Brigade of the Nigerian Army yesterday recovered 1,671 permanent voters card PVC in an apartment in Olodi Apapa area of Lagos State. The 3 persons were subsequently arrested in the apartment while the prime suspect was said to be on the run. The Brigadier Commander, Brigadier General Nza Akpautia, who paraded the suspect and the recovered PVC ballot papers and other items before the journalists at the Ikeja cantonment, said the arrest and the recovery were made following a tip-off. Most of recovered PVC at the year 2022 as registration number, while others at 2011, 2012, 2021, with all the owner being resident of Lagos State. Also recovered in apartment were ballot papers, cutlasses, and Indian hemp. IWD Protect Rights of Human Dignity NLC as Nigeria joins the rest of the world to celebrate the 2023 International Women's Day. The Nigerian Labour Congress called the federal government to implement the ratified International Labour Organization Convention 190, which call for the realization and protection of the rights of women, increased productivity and dignity at work. In a statement signed by the General Secretary of the Union, Emmanuel Ugbohaja, the NLC further reiterated its support and commitment to continually advocate for adoption and implementation of the policies and the strategies that promote gender equality in workplaces, unions, and governance. Still on the Punch newspaper, breaking: scores injured as train crushes Lagos government staff bus. An unspecified numbers of people have been injured after a passenger train crossed a Lagos state government staff bus on its way from Ikotun en route Alausa, the state secretariat at the PW area of the state. The accident happened around past 7 a.m. on Thursday. The spokesperson for the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, Taofik Adebayo, said rescue operation was ongoing. The accident recorded many casualties as the bus is fully loaded with Lagos State government staff members going to the office this morning. Lagos teenager defies neighbor's 5-year-old daughters on election day. An Ikeja magistrate court sitting on Ogba, Lagos State on Wednesday remanded a teenager, Tosin Oloyede, for allegedly raping a 5-year-old girl during presidential and national assembly election in the state. Magistrate Mrs. B.O. Osusomi remanded the defendant at the Special Correctional Center for Boys in Oregon pending legal advice from the Directorate of Public Prosecution. The prosecutor, Assistant Superintendent of Police Hakeem Raji, told the court that the incident happened on February 25, 2023, adding that the 16-year-old suspect allegedly defiled his neighbor's daughters around 2 p.m. in the Ikorodu area of the state. Raji said Oloyede defied the victim by having sex intercourse with her. According to the prosecutor, the offense committed contravenes Section 27 and is punishable under Section 210, subsection 8 of the Child Rights Law of Lagos State 2015. The defendant plea was not taken as it was brought to court on remand application. When the matter was called on court on Wednesday, the victim began to cry immediately after she saw the suspect who raped her. The investigation police officer, Inspector Esther Igbinweka, told Magistrate Osusomi that the suspect made a conventional statement at the Igbogbo police station when the parents reported the matter, and he also made a conventional statement at the police station command in Ikeja. Police probe death of 17-year-old found hanged in Ondo. The Ondo State Police Command has confirmed the death of a 17-year-old boy, Elijah Akinrinlola, who was found dead 5 days after he went missing. The police spokesperson in the state, SP Funmilayo Odulami, disclosed this. Akinrinlola, who until his death lived with his father at Bagbe Ondo West local government area, was found hanged on a tree in the community. SP Odulami, while confirming the incident, said the police are currently carrying out an investigation into the incidents. And that is all on the newspaper review for today. Join us tomorrow for another edition of this program. You can as well join us on all our social media handles. I am Adenipekun Afolabi.